And Francisco, I'm going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The bold strategy.
All right, I'm recording.
I
thought
am
you
as
went
well.
live already. But you meant you were recording in the countdown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you wanted that last time, so I was making sure I followed procedure.
Well, this is your guys'
Very
show, so I
good.
didn't even follow your guys' procedure.
Well, I don't often record
Precisely.
have two recorders going at one time, so this is a good enough procedure to follow.
Fair. Would you speak real quick, Big Salmon, so I can check that it's recording you?
Yeah.
I do something longer than that.
Oh, I'm a singing cat.
Catfish.
Catfish.
Well, you were so loud, it's picking up on mine too.
I
So
want
just
chicken. I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
okay. That seems to be fine.
I'm a dog.
Okay.
Woof woof.
I
that's
think
my
I'm good
favorite
on mine.
here.
That's my line.
Oh,
He's the
brother,
dog.
Here we go again.
Okay, I'm good. Sorry.
Are the
That
bubbles?
effect.
Yeah, they just repeat.
What infinite bubble?
They are. They're pseudo infinite because they're repeating.
No,
That's ridiculous.
Is it ridiculous?
that's ridiculous.
How redonkulous.
Yeah.
Well, you say you don't.
whining.
You said you don't pay attention to that.
I keep it down because most of the time I don't actually need to see it.
Like I
I
keep
did
this
say it
down.
would
'cause I
notify
don't
me.
actually need to see it.
Team Womp. I'm Team Womp.
Oh, we're all only Francisco's the one here. Is not on Team One.
Retro.
Oh,
Rerun Pocket
By the way, I
Womp.
do have. I just did these today, Drew. So here's the.
Oh, nice.
It's a nice spinning
Zelda,
top. That's great
Gojira.
for that's a dreidel, right? For Christmas time.
And so the bird of prey and the whale are like separate because, well, you can't. It's cloaked, but the whale is
Yes.
here. So you're
But a
gonna.
bird of prey cannot fire when she's cloaked.
Well, I guess you don't want to fire.
New
that.
Well,
technology.
she can in the fifth one.
Yeah.
Sixth.
And
Okay,
then-
sixth
Trust me, it's the sixth.
Okay, the sixth film.
Oh, here's yours.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, technically, I won some stickers last time I was in a stream,
Ah.
or a time before when I was in a stream.
Ah.
They will go on this cup here somewhere.
Woot.
I need to get
All right.
stickers from my sketchbook.
Ooh.
All right, are y'all ready to go? Are y'all-
First.
yes, Paul,
Well,
you are
the
first. I don't have anything that plays for first, especially not on podcast night streams.
True. We're not as sophisticated as you guys are.
Well, that's all Francisco.
Womp
He's the
rules,
sophisticated
yes.
boy.
Yes.
Woof.
Meow.
Woof.
Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Woof.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Meow.
All right, 5-hour podcast. Here we go.
Pretty much.
All right. Is there a cutoff time we need to know about before we?
I mean,
get going?
ideally, I don't want this to go more than like a couple hours if possible. But if he needs to stay up, he can sleep in. That's fine.
All right. I just want to make sure.
All
I-
right.
I would.
I know you would like to be out of here by 10 o'clock our time.
Not necessarily like 10:30, 11, what have you.
10-ish.
10-ish. Yeah.
That is the goal.
Yeah. I go home. My lovely wife is already in bed. No correction. She's probably been in bed since like 8.
She might even be listening. She might be, but she might also be asleep by
No,
now.
she's not. She's gonna be in the chat. I promise you.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Oh yeah. We've already strategized this. Just waiting for her to pop up because I know exactly what she's gonna say.
I think you told me about this
Yes.
actually. All right, are y'all ready to start? I know there's
No,
not-
I think
not a
I
lot of
need another 10 minutes to just like chill out. So
Oh, well,
Start
do that.
out. Waiting, please, with a salmon on top.
Big Salmon, I think you're gonna fit in just
Just
fine.
fine, salmon.
With the salmon on top and some blueberry ice cream.
wow.
Sounds good.
blueberry ice cream.
Okay, I am ready.
fish.
Big Salmon, are you ready?
Yeah, I want to start the stream because I am a salmon.
Oh,
From the ocean.
Name ain't Roy.
It's cross connection from the ocean, everybody.
Name ain't
hi,
Roy.
Ashley. His Ashley,
Hi, Ashley.
not Roy's Ashley.
Yeah. My Ashley.
Name it Roy.
Okay, Power Rangers, let's do it.
All right. Starting in. I can hit the button.
Hit the button.
The Cellcast is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Cellcast. Joining me today is a man who just wants to play with a cat. Welcome, Jacob.
It's like, well, just be like, it's a friendly little neighbor that I just met. I got to befriend and be like, apparently he just likes to hiss at me the entire time. Why, thank you. Yeah, true, exactly. Why, thank you. Let me introduce a co-host. Our co-host, sorry, not the you know what I mean.
I am the definitive article. Thank you very much.
Okay, whatever. Why, thank you. And let me introduce our co-host, the man who just cannot look away from his silly little mirror for 3 seconds. Welcome, Drew.
The crazy thing is I'm not that narcissistic.
Yet.
Yeah, admittedly, give it time. Give it time. Also, joining us tonight from the Retro Rewind podcast is a man who, well,
Name it Roy. You can stop right now. It's not Roy.
Only Roy would say that.
I mean,
Only Roy would say that.
I was just going to say he sometimes tends to be grumpy. Welcome, Roy. Francisco of the Retro Rewind podcast. How are you doing this evening?
I'm feeling about 3.5.
Oh, are you now?
I gather.
Oh, come on, Francisco. You got to let it flow. Let it flow.
Nice.
Very nice.
They're lying.
Yes, sorry. I got caught up in the joke. And let me introduce another special guest, a man who just needs to flap his wings a little bit. Welcome, PaulGPowers.com.
Thank you. Very happy to be here. Am I allowed to speak?
You have salvo authority.
Excellent. Very happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Also joining us this evening, we have another special guest, a fish. Welcome, Big Salmon.
Hello. You can call me Catfish. Meow. Dogfish.
Catfish.
Woof.
We got a name change in the middle of the podcast.
Moo. Or you can call me Horsefish.
I did not know
No.
calculus was here tonight.
Exactly.
Mercalculus.
Mercalculus.
I have bubbles behind me, and I come from the ocean.
Are you from the river?
No, I come from the river, and I'm in the ocean right now, traveling back to my home.
What happened to your R's, Big Salmon?
They're in the bubbles.
Apparently. Bubbles. Rebels.
And this is a cross connection through water. Somehow I got someone's random phone, and they also had Candy Crush. So
So you're playing Candy Crush while you're on this?
All right.
Hey, Big Salmon, don't worry. When I'm in the water, I have bubbles behind me too sometimes.
that's perfect.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Well, on
episode.
this gaseous episode of the Cellcast, tonight we are reviewing the movie Flow, a film I knew nothing about before I watched it. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the spoiler-free section of this review.
Certified fresh and spoiler-free.
And since we'll start with our guests, Big Salmon, what is your spoiler-free thoughts on this film?
My spoiler-free thoughts on this film is the characters in the movie Flow were I feel like without words, they told a pretty big story that I really liked. That some people who are just used to word shows and movies wouldn't really like to see because it would just be music and the music that was composed. I don't think it was made by AI. They're taking 20% of our water.
And that's important to you as a salmon. You need that water.
Yes, I need this water. The composed music was very nice to hear. I really liked hearing it in the intense part, the calm parts, and it was just a really good movie and all. I thought everything was really nice.
So, would you suggest other people go watch it?
Nah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
All right.
Just you're gonna just have to read the book called The Book with No Words, and then you'll understand the movie.
Is there an actual book with?
Yeah, there's a book called The Book with No Pictures and The Book with No Words.
I mean, I know there was a book called Meow that was written by a cat.
But
That's
if
all
the
meows.
book has it says it has no words, how do you know that? Because it has words to tell you it has no words.
Oh.
No, it literally has a picture on the front.
Oh.
No words.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Interesting.
People just
PaulJPowers.com. What are your
Yes.
spoiler-free thoughts?
I'll say that if you're an animal lover, especially like cat, you enjoy like cat videos and such, I think this movie you'll enjoy. So if you're an animal, domestic, traditionally kind, this movie, check. If you haven't seen it, check it out. That's my review.
All right. Francisco.
I'll say for me, if you enjoy really digging in, watching a film and then having deep thoughts after and ultimately being confused, then this is the film for you.
Oh wow.
I have a feeling I know where that's going.
Uh-huh.
You have no feelings. I have the feelings.
I have all the feelings.
No, I
But
have all the
Jacob-
feelings.
No,
Jacob,
you
why
have
don't-
no feelings?
Who side are you on?
You have no feelings, Roy. Drew has all the feelings in the world.
How do you feel about that? Mr. No feelings.
Stop with the feelings.
Jacob, what are your spoiler-free feelings on this film?
My spoiler-filled feelings on this movie is I saw an ad for it, and a coworker.
That's because you did put this one on the
I
list.
did put it on there, and a coworker said you need to watch this. Be like, this is right up your alley artistically.
Yeah.
And I watched it for the review. I really enjoyed it. There are little bits here and there, like, okay, that was weird. Like, cats are supposed to jump, right? Not float.
I mean,
Yeah.
they can swim.
They can swim,
They
but
don't
I'll
nor-
get there when I get there.
There
They're
are
over-
some cats that like water, and I don't mean
That is-
catfish.
That is true. No, but overall, I really enjoyed this film. I love the artistic, the fact that there are no humans, there's no human voice right throughout the entire thing. That, like Big Salmon said, the overarching story is really good. There's little hiccups here and there in the story, but overall, I did really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
I knew nothing about this film going into it, other than I remembered seeing it advertised. I think originally I saw it advertised on Prime.
Really?
Could have been
This
elsewhere. I don't-
won the Academy Award.
It did.
I hate to tell
Not
you
when
this,
it was
Paul.
coming out, Paul.
I don't pay attention to the Academy Awards.
Well, for good reason.
Yes, exactly. But I don't watch award shows in general, so I knew nothing about this film going into it. And literally, it got to when I got 15 minutes into it, I had to pause and go, "Is there no dialogue in this film?" Because if it is, I am very excited now for this film, because that meant they were going to have to do a lot more work on the animation side to make this work. And I still remember being very disappointed about 30 minutes into Wall-E, which we still haven't reviewed yet on the show, when the dialogue started in that movie, and going, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be.
If
So I'm
you don't
excited
like
someone's trying
dialogue,
to do it.
I have a movie for you. Check out 1928 Speedy. You'll love it.
Oh, I like silent movies.
Well,
There's a whole category of them.
Yes, Mel Brooks even made one.
Yeah, I
it's not
don't
fully
count
silent.
it.
The mime talks.
I was about to say I don't count that.
But yeah, I didn't know anything going into it. I watched the whole thing. What was nice is that you did actually have to pay attention to this. There's a lot of films that sometimes you can kind of get away looking at your phone while it's on, and you don't miss much.
Wow.
Not this one. You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can watch it on 4x speed either, Francisco.
Oh, give him an opportunity.
Mr. Speedy.
But I really did enjoy it. I thought it was animated very well. The fact that this is as close to an independent animated film, I think, as you can get. And I think it's like the first one that doesn't have any big names attached to it that actually won an Academy Award.
Right.
So I was blown away by this film when I watched it. So I'm not saying I don't have problems with it. We'll come across those when we get there, but I enjoyed the film. It's one I think a lot of people should watch, especially if they like film in general.
In animation.
Indeed. So now that we've gotten to the end of our spoiler-free section, let's go ahead and jump into the spoiler-filled section of our review, and we will get into this thing.
Okay.
The following is a spoiler-filled review for the film Flow. Listener discretion is advised. Flow was written and directed by Giants Zabaldis, and if I mispronounce that name, I do apologize.
Or any others.
Or any others in this one, because there's going to be a lot of weird names. And he also directed a film called Away that came out before this. It was also written by Matisse Kaza and Ron Deans. Getting into the cast, there is no cast.
What? I
There
saw
is-
this movie. There were okay, never mind. Go
There
ahead.
was cast, but there was no actors in the cast.
Yeah.
All of the audio from the animals was recorded from actual animals. In fact,
So-
the cat was the director's cat.
So what was it Spot? What who did that?
It's not.
Yes, it was Data's Spot.
It was not listed on IMDb.
Oh, fair enough then.
This is not my fault. Blame IMDb for not listing
yeah.
the random audio source that they got the secretary bird from.
Okay.
Secretary of Bird.
That's what it is called. Kingdom Hearts connections. I'll be nice this week. There's a goose egg.
I was about to say 0. Darn it. You beat me to
Yeah,
it.
darn it. Crow.
No, there was no crow.
Are you sure?
Yes, the
Wait,
crows from Dumbo were not in this film.
Oh, darn it.
Frank Welker didn't do any of the voices of the animals.
They
like
did
he
not-
had to voice something in this movie.
They didn't call Frank Welker. They didn't call Alan Tudyk.
I have a Kingdom Hearts connection, but I'll let you finish if you want.
Continue then, Francisco. What is your Kingdom Hearts connection for this?
They're both highly confusing. You don't understand why things happen.
Well, I have a
fairly
connection.
well, Francisco.
I have a connection then too. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts either, so wait.
I played Kingdom Hearts, but only like a little bit of the first one. A long time ago.
in a galaxy far,
far
away.
Yes,
I don't-
apparently it's
I
news
don't know
to
whether
truth.
to
I actually
say-
played Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know whether to say y'all are 2 weeks later or a week early.
More on that next week.
Maybe we won't be here next week.
Oh,
But yeah, Jacob, what do we have in info and stuff?
Oh, okay. All right. So, info and stuff. All right. IMDb has a 6.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has a 52 out of
Are
52.
you sure this is the right flow?
Yeah.
You're not pulling up alljpowers.com.
Do you doubt me, good sir?
Obviously,
You went with 6.9 and like it's in the 50s. It's like I was assume that
Let
there
me
would be
finish. Have a little faith in me for a change.
last time gave you faith. You just continue.
Thank you. Able to stream on YouTube for some reason. Yeah, I can't believe it myself. Physical media was $19.99 with a 4K HD Blu-ray.
I
on
already
Amazon Prime.
called you on this.
Did you know? Did you know it was?
What are you actually reading? What thing called Flow are you reading? Is this about? Is this about the Progressive Insurance lady?
or I was thinking The Waitress.
Okay.
Is this Flo's Diner?
Yeah.
What? We're not reviewing Quickly Down Under tonight.
We have Roy here. We have our Quigley. He's down under.
Well, I mean, technically, this could be happening in Australia.
This could.
Yeah.
Sorry, Francisco.
Francisco, you're muted if you're trying to respond.
No, I'm just shaking my head in silent protest.
All right. So for real info and stuff,
Good night.
I couldn't help myself and be like. Anyways, IMDb has a 7.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has a 95 audience or
That's more like it.
viewer score, and it's 98 audience score. We're able to watch on HBO Max if you're subscribed to it. Physical
Which I
Media-
no longer am.
Mm.
Oh, same here.
Zaslav.
Physical Media, you can buy it for $32.28. The Criterion Collection version on Blu-ray on Amazon. Production. If I butcher some of these names, I do apologize. Sacred Blue Productions.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre Bleu. Sacre Bleu. Thank you. I'm horrible at spelling and reading things.
Don't worry, it's French.
Yeah, Sacre Bleu. Sacre Bleu. Uh-huh. As a history nerd, I say with the French be like, and you ran during World War II. Nyeh.
They did.
They did.
Anyway.
The
Thought
entire parliament ran when
Anyway,
certain
continue.
Germans showed up.
I mean, and it's understandable, but continue.
They left their people to die.
Continue.
Anyways. Take 5 Productions, Dreamwell Studios, and
You said take 5, so I did.
yeah.
Smoke him if you got him.
You know, sometimes distribution was Janus Films here in the United States. Runtime was 85 minutes. It might have been could have been a little shorter.
A little.
It's
I mean, they
released-
could have made this a 15-minute short if they wanted to,
That
but it
is
wouldn't have been
true.
as fun.
They could
That
have
is-
also made it 4 hours, but I'm glad they did it.
Yeah, true. All right. So release date. It was first premiered on May 22nd, 2024 at the Cannes Film Festival. And then it was, again, if I butchered this name, I apologize. In Latvia on August 29th, 2024.
At least you didn't say Latveria.
No, I got closer really saying that. October 30th, 2024 in France. To November 22nd, 2025 here in the United States for a limited run, I think in New York and California. And then it was released all over the United States in 200 theaters on December 6th, 2026. And oddly enough, on January 15th, 2025 in Belgium, Germany. Box office. This movie had an estimated budget of 2.5 million euros. Its
Really?
opening weekend for the United States on November 24th.
I thought this thing was made on like free software, like Blender and all that. So
It was.
Where did the $2.5 million go?
I have no
The
idea.
operators of the software.
Yeah, oh, okay. I'll
I
pay
don't
myself
know.
$2.5 million to make a wow. Okay.
Yeah. They had a pretty good budget, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Well,
know
there
how
were
many people
so
worked
many-
on this, but
There were so many like people that I assume were invested in this. There are so many different
Mhm.
production things at the
Oh, yeah.
start. So I assume they were
Exactly.
just
There's
like,
investment capital on top of
yeah,
it.
just getting
Yeah.
venture capital from all these people, and
I
they
thought that
took
was
that,
more
paid
distribution
themselves
stuff.
to work on this.
Yes.
it wasn't just distribution.
Interesting.
Either or.
I think there's money laundering involved somehow.
Oh,
This
no.
is ridiculous.
Maybe the cat got it. Who knows?
Does this look like Food Fight to you?
Oh gosh.
I
Not
mean,
that movie.
some of these animals are food to the other animals, and they did fight.
That is true.
Yep. So
That is
yes,
true.
Okay.
All right. So it's U.S. opening for Canada and us. Was
Yes,
50
us.
Yes, us. United States waved the white flag, red and white flag, not white flag.
don't forget
Better
the
be
blue.
I said
careful, you
that
might
wrong.
get canceled. Send all your hate mail to
Will you
Jacob Harris.
shush? And Christian
Send them all
Love.
to
Hush.
CaptainTragic.com
you join me,
/ Discord.
I'm howling at the moon.
Ow. Can I continue? I feel like Francisco here.
Dozo.
Thank you. All right. It only made $50,811. It grossed here in the United States $4.8 million, and internationally grossed $30.8 million. Home
Wow.
release on March 4th, 2025. Flow was released on Blu-ray by Finnick. In the UK, it was released on 4K, a 4K Blu-ray on Cousin Films on June 30th, 2025. The Blu-ray release included a short film called Aqua and previous in the making of documentary Dream Cat. In the United States, Flow was released on 4K Blu-ray by the Criterion Collection on September 23rd, 2025. Included the same features from the UK release. Also featured debuted a feature called Away. That is all I have for my info and stuff.
Getting into the summary. A dark gray cat wanders through a forest. A pack of dogs arrives by the river and chases the cat after it takes a fish the dogs fought over.
Ruff, ruff, meow.
The cat escapes but notices a deer stampede before it is caught in a massive flood. The cats and dogs survive the flood and reach higher ground. A yellow Labrador retriever from the pack follows the cat to its abandoned cabin with wooden cat sculptures. They both notice the water level rising, and the Labrador joins the other dogs on a passing boat. As the flood consumes the cabin, the cats climb up on top of a giant cat statue until the waters reach the top of the statue's head.
This guy really like cats.
As the rising water completely submerges the statue, the cat jumps into an approaching sailboat with a capybara aboard. The next morning, as the boat sails through a partially submerged forest, the cat goes overboard and begins to sink while trying to avoid a white secretary bird. A mutated whale saves it from drowning, but another secretary bird seizes it, and during the flight, the cat catches a glimpse of massive stone pillars in the distance. The secretary bird then releases the cat over the boat. Soon after, as the water level continues to rise, the capybara invites a ring-tailed lemur to hop aboard with its basket of trinkets, to which the lemur adds a mirror found on the boat. While sleeping, the cat has a nightmare where it is being circled by a herd of deer and looks to the massive stone pillars before being swept away by a flood. Later that day, the three animals stand on shore and are joined by the Labrador. They encounter a flock of secretary birds that show hostility toward them, causing the cat to run away. The younger secretary bird that first encountered the cat pleads with the leader to spare its life, only to lose in a duel and have its wing injured before the flock abandons it. With a diminished ability to fly, the secretary bird joins the crew. The crew arrives at a half-submerged city near the base of the massive stone pillars. The Labrador takes the lemur's glass float to the secretary bird to play fetch, but the secretary bird kicks it off the boat. The lemur gets angry and starts fighting with the secretary bird who is steering the boat. Due to the loss of control, the boat's mast is caught in a tree. The whale breaches out of the water, producing waves that free the boat from the tree. After learning from the capybara, the cat improves its ability to swim and catch fish. Later, the crew sees the other dogs stranded in a bell tower and rescues them. As the boat sails through the huge stone pillars during a heavy storm, the secretary bird flies away. The cat falls off the boat but swims ashore. It climbs the stairs to the top of a stone pillar and finds the secretary bird there on a labyrinth-like carving on the floor. For a short duration, gravity vanishes and a bright portal opens above them. They are both temporarily weightless, but the cat floats back to the ground while the secretary bird flies towards the light and disappears. The cat rushes down the stairs and tries to swim back to the boat, but it is too far. It finds the lemur's glass float and uses it to stay afloat. The water level drops quickly as massive fault lines open in the earth, draining the water. While roaming through the forest, the cat finds the lemur and they find the boat hanging on a tree soon after. The dogs jump off the boat, and just as the capybara is about to exit, the tree begins to fracture. The cats climb the tree and passes the boat's rope to the lemurs and dogs, who pull the boat toward them. When a rabbit scampers by, the other dogs abandon the Labrador and its friends to chase it. The cat falls, but is caught by the capybara. They both manage to jump off the boat before it falls with the tree into a ravine below. Just as the crew celebrates, another deer stampede occurs. The cat flees, but stops when it comes upon a whale beached in the forest. The cats comfort the whale and looks at the massive stone pillars. Saddened by the whale's loss, the cat sees its reflection in a puddle of water as it is joined by its friends. In a post-credit scene, a whale is seen surfacing on the ocean.
Everybody got that? Good.
Getting into the trivia. The team was very adamant in getting all of the voices to be done by real animals, so they recorded real animals for the movie. To get the capybara sound, the sound engineer had to travel to a zoo and tickle capybaras. However, the real capybara sounds did not match the personality that the capybara character would have, so instead they used a baby camel.
Wow.
Huh.
The entire movie had been created and rendered using only the free and open source software Blender. Because the budget of the film was so tight, there are no deleted scenes from the film, and every scene produced is in the final cut of the movie.
Oh, good.
The pet, the sound used by designer Gurwal Kolik-Galas was made for the main character's cat. It was a female orange cat named Mute. However, the recording process wasn't easy. She went mute for almost 2 months when she saw the microphone, making it harder for the sound designer to record her sounds.
Is that kind of like when when parents put the camera on their kids to capture a moment and then they stop doing whatever they're doing?
Doing that thing, they
One day when he was alone with his cat, he found an old microphone and decided to follow her with it, thus successfully recording all the sounds for the main character in the film.
Nice.
The drawing of the cat from inside the house was drawn by director Gene Zobalotis. It was the only concept art he ever made for the film, since everything else was modeled directly in Blender to save time.
Nice.
The animals shown are from a wide variety of locations in real life. Since the movie doesn't take place in our time or possibly even in our world, it is assumed this is intentional. The secretary bird is from the African savanna, the ring-tailed lemur from Madagascar, the capybara from South America, and even a few spotted axis deer from India. The whale was originally planned to be based on a real whale, but it was designed to look more mythical. This is the 7th film not produced by Disney or DreamWorks to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature after Spirited Away, Happy Feet, Rango, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and The Boy and the Heron.
Our two main hosts.
And I would like to point out that of all those films, the only one we have not reviewed yet is Rango.
That's
so
fine.
go check out those episodes.
Yeah.
That brings me to the end of the trivia. Big Salmon, what is your like for this film?
One like I have for the film is how around the end of the movie, and this whenever the cat is able to get on the tallest stone pillar, the bird with the broken wings.
The secretary bird?
Yeah, the secretary bird for beat up. There's like a bunch of bubbles and mythical stuff, and then the cat starts flying. Same with the bird.
Oh yeah.
But the cat doesn't fly fully up because the bird has wings to fly all the way up. And I speculate, and other people speculate, that it's that the whole thing is Noah and the flood and all the animals getting flooded, and the secretary birds are angels that went back up into the pillars.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Cool.
So like almost like it's a type of retelling of Noah, that the Noah story from the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
And I liked that was like one of my favorite types. That was my favorite time of music because the music was very beautiful and
Mhm.
that was a really nice thing I liked about the movie. Even though there are a lot of other good things, I think that has to be like my favorite.
Hey,
Nice.
Big Salmon, the music was so beautiful. Was it as beautiful as?
Oh my gosh, it's my hometown song. They sang this when we
well,
were
then why-
babies.
Why don't we give that an encore?
There we go.
Our mama sang that to us. Yay! It's my song. Yay! I love that song.
Right? It's the best part of the movie.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't in the movie.
If you played it on 4 times speed, it would be speedy.
I don't think I can make that do that. But anyway,
Anyhow,
Paul J. Powers.com. What is your like for this film?
For me, the best thing about this film is the no dialogue.
Mhm.
The fact that it was able to keep my attention the entire time, and to do it without dialogue is a big feat. And some of my favorite comic book stories and other things that I've seen, and even cartoon episodes, some of my favorites are ones that have no dialogue, and how they're
Mhm.
able to keep the attention through it out is a wonder to me, because I don't know how they do it, but they did it, and I'm impressed by it. So that's what impressed me the most.
I actually very wholeheartedly agree. That's one of the things I liked about this film also. Francisco, what is your like for this film?
I actually really appreciated that so the main characters are animals that don't talk.
Mhm.
I mean, they make their animal sounds, but they don't talk. They just say, Pikachu and all that. No, but so we're in this world. And we
Bulbasaur.
don't. What was that?
Bulbasaur.
Exactly. So we're in this world and we don't know what's going on. We see obviously humans were there. There's houses and jars and things that humans have made.
Statues to the cat gods.
Yes.
Statues of the cat god. That whole huge city that looks like, I don't know, a Venice type city, I guess. So obviously people were there, but we have no idea what happened to them or why there are no people there. And much like animals that may be alive after like a massive apocalypse, they wouldn't know what's going on or why things are the way they are. They would just be as confused as us watching this film. So I really appreciate that we're there, that we are seeing this world through very literally through their eyes, because they don't know what's going on. They're just like going along with the flow. And we're along for the ride with them, also not knowing what's happening.
You and super speedy.
Would you like me to go faster? I guess I could say that faster if you want.
We can fix that in post.
And that's speedy.
Oh my gosh. So that was my first like, is just the sense of,
Right.
obviously these animals wouldn't know what's going on, and we as the audience feel that same way.
We're not alone.
Yeah, we're not alone.
Jacob, what's your like for this film?
my like for this film would be the breathtaking animation, the fact that they were able to use simply the cap system and whatever other system they were.
It wasn't cap system. This
Sorry.
was just Blender.
Okay, Blender.
The
I'm sorry.
traditional animated frames with cells, they did that one by one. It's amazing.
With the C and a single L.
Exactly. That's
apparently.
the one.
Yeah, just
Nope,
the fact
It was on Blender.
the fact that everything was done in Blender in this movie,
Yeah.
and how they're able to animate everything in this movie so breathtakingly beautiful. I was blown away by the fact that it was done simply in Blender.
Mhm.
So I was like, what in the world? Like
Real-
the fact
real
that,
fast.
wow, animation's gorgeous.
I have to. Didn't make my dislikes, but I want to bring it up because the version I watched, so many of the color bits looked blotchy. This
Well,
looks
yeah,
so
because it's on SDR, not HDR. They only had an SDR standard.
There was a lot of color banding, but I believe
Yeah.
the color banding was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think so.
think the color banding was on.
Why would you intentionally do that?
Because it's crap.
I know.
I think they were going for more of a painted feel.
Yeah. Like an
I know we're
artistic
gonna get to
expression.
this later.
Then give me a painting. Okay, I'll stop.
But
I'll stop.
in the Batman.
No, I agree with you,
episode-
Francisco.
In some of the Batman episodes, remember how they
It-
turned it blurry on purpose?
Oh yeah, I do want to talk about that later. But yes,
Oh,
we'll get to
good.
But
Okay,
I mean,
so-
like I do appreciate what they did artistically with the
Mhm.
animation. The fact that they were able to use just Blender with everything on this,
Yeah.
and bring out such. I think personally, artistically, it does have this gorgeous merit of like artistic, joy all over it. I think, and I was just kind of blown away artistically by it. I was like, what in the world am I watching? And once you get behind the scenes, you understand what's going on. Be like, this was done simply in Blender. This was not,
Yeah.
Disney Pixar. This was like a small team doing this. It's like incredible.
Mm.
You can definitely feel the passion behind this
Oh,
project.
yeah. And I do agree, but like some of the color blends are a little bit odd, but then it's artistic charm of it.
Yeah, I agree with Francisco. You can definitely feel the jankiness of it.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get there in a minute. but,
Yeah, we can get there, but I will say when to
I just didn't know if it was
comment
the version I watched
No.
or if that was everyone.
No.
So I
No,
think
no,
I wanna comment.
the color banding was there. I think the intention was they were going for more of a brushstroke feel
Okay.
on a 3D model, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it looks blocky.
True, but I think it's the charm of it.
But I will say, after a while, at least for me,
Mhm.
it kind of just became part of the look and feel of
Yeah.
the thing, and I didn't notice it after a while.
So, Francisco, what they're saying is it's a feature, not a bug.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's the charm of the movie.
sure.
What I'm saying is that I know what you're talking about because I've seen some blurriness on other things I've watched it on, but with HBO Max, one of the main places it's on, I didn't have any blurriness, and it was just basically
Mhm.
HD. I don't know if it was just because I watched it on TV, but
Maybe. Yeah. It could also depend on like what you're actually viewing it on. That's a very
Yeah,
valid point
and
too,
distance
so.
from the television and a
Yeah.
lot of other
Had
factors.
Yeah,
to feed through my Game Boy, and there was a lot of greenish and green tint to it. So,
Yeah, I watched it on my Game Boy camera.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance Video.
yeah,
There we go.
That was a
Whatever.
thing.
Game Boy Color.
yeah. Nah, mine was green.
It's just all green.
Pea
Well, maybe the
green.
grass looks normal.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, you watch it on a Virtual Boy, everything's red.
Yeah, red
Yes.
and black.
And you're gonna get sick in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, my like for this film, I liked how authentic, at least it felt like the animals moved. Now, I'll be the first to admit to you, I don't know how a capybara moves, or a
Sluggish.
ring-tailed lemur, or the secretary bird, but I've seen labs
Sly.
and I've seen cats.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around cats all my life.
Mm.
That was the most accurate cat movement, I think, and you could literally see the cat's train of thought as it was looking at stuff, especially the moments when it was acting very, very cat-like.
Yeah.
Like when it got ready to pounce out on that one time, you actually saw the pupils like
Dilate.
grow.
Yeah.
And I think you can just barely make out the butt wiggle.
Yeah.
When it got ready to do that, the dog acted the exact same way. Anytime I was like, I was wondering, is the cat gonna do this? The cat did it. And I assume if they had that much attention to detail with the cat, and the dog was the same way. It acted very much like many of the Labradors I've seen, and how it would approach many of those situations. And I'm assuming if the level of detail in the animation on the cat and the dog were the same, were held in that much respect, that was true of all of the animals, used in this, and I was really blown away by how natural the animation on the animals were in this. It really felt like if I didn't know any better, I would think that they actually put motion capture on animals and made them do all this stuff. I know they didn't, but it kind of has. It's like almost that accurate in terms of the minute details. Yeah. So I enjoyed the animation on all the characters.
I agree.
Yep.
And now we need to get into things we don't like about the movie.
That I disagree.
Big Salmon, what is your dislike for the film?
One bad dislike I have is the fact that you are ready to watch this nice movie, and you go to open it up and you're like, okay, yeah, obviously they're gonna have some people, like they're gonna have their like animations and their companies and stuff. Yeah, just spending 15 minutes watching every single one. It's like the credits, but at the beginning.
Slow and boring.
Exactly.
Slow and boring. And
this
like,
that was
the
one
movie
of
is
my
like
dislikes.
2 minutes, and well, we have the very beginning. Like, do you want me to just watch the animations as the start of the movie, or skip through it to 2 minutes left in the movie?
2 hours later.
Exactly.
2 hours.
You finally get through all the opening credits.
Yeah, I was starting to get annoyed by how many production company logos we.
I was laughing as it kept
while.
going.
It's
And
Paul was like, "Oh my gosh,
there is a Family Guy joke that I feel like this is a direct copy of."
Yeah,
where Peter goes to see a movie in a theater, and every time he thinks the movie's about to start, it turns out to be a production company logo.
that sounds familiar. Yeah,
and that's what it reminded me of. But good night. Yeah, I agree with you, Big Sam, and that was annoying.
That was very annoying.
Well, yeah, and it just like when I thought it was about to be over, it just kept going. Like, when are you going to stop with like these people running or UFO? Because why don't I need a cool 6 zoom out to see that? Yeah, like a space invader is gonna come to my house. I don't need to watch that.
Maybe that's who got rid of all the humans.
Maybe
Space invaders.
or maybe it's like an intro. Maybe it's like an intro and there's like 3 movies and it's the exact same thing but with like 1 extra producer. And please just make there be like a skip button or something. Like skip. Like the first time you watch it, like if you watch something like on Disney Plus or like Bluey or something, it's gonna give you to skip the intro, but if you don't skip the intro for like 2 episodes, it doesn't have the skip intro button unless you actually go to the side. It's like, stop with all these production people. I only need to know 1 or 2. Just show them in the end credits.
I will
And
say
plus,
this tends to be a problem with European films over pretty much some of the other countries I've watched.
This is what happens when you don't use freedom units.
I think there might be a law in Europe that causes this to happen. I'm not sure.
Hey, Drew, if you're American before you go into the bathroom and you're American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you when you're in the bathroom? European.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How do you know that's what I was doing in there and I wasn't a crapping?
I was trying to keep it family friendly.
That's why I said crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just stooling around for no reason whatsoever.
Paul J. Powers, what is your dislike for this film?
The animals know too much. The fact that they could steer and they know what's going on, like one is collecting, oh, let me help you collect, and let me like these aren't like, I thought it would be cool. they could have easily did a little tweak and kept it as like, okay, they don't know how to steer, but the boat just, takes them where it needs to go. I think they could have easily set this quote unquote in the real world, and it still would have made sense for the most part. And I think the movie would have been better for it, rather than putting it in this fantasy realm where the animals don't talk, but they know everything else.
Fair.
Well, I think animals can adapt to certain things. They're
Yeah.
not going to pick up every human trait. Be like the fact to be like maybe the bird doesn't understand. Be like, oh, if I turn this way, it can do this. But it's not this,
Well, from
mathematical equation.
yeah,
But
from what I remember, and granted, it has been a week since I watched the film. The capybara, while he was in the boat when the cat got there, I don't know if he was actually steering the boat.
He eventually steers.
He eventually
does
does,
eventually
but
steer
it's almost like after the cat bumps into the rudder and realizes you could steer with it.
yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
What's a good word for it? It's like
And,
trial and error. It's a lot of trial and error trying to figure out what's going on.
Exactly. They
and
know
they
too
never
much.
use the sail to make him go faster either, so they never figured that part out.
No,
I mean, really, that boat should have capsized a number of times.
that is true.
You want to throw physics? That made my disc bag. that cat on the ball would not be able to float. That cat would be underneath the water if physics were involved.
That is true.
There's a little bit of
You have to
weirdness
suspend
in here.
reality for like a little bit. It was like,
A little bit.
yeah, a little bit.
Come
A little
on, just flow with the movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Let it
yeah.
flow.
Let it flow. Can't hold it back anymore. Especially in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. And I thought we were supposed to be the mature ones.
We are.
I am.
Jacob.
I'm just running to my river. Or flowing.
Why don't we flow over to Francisco to find out what he absolutely hates about this film?
So mine is very part and parcel with Paul's. Like, and it's almost like my like taken to its extreme. So I said I liked that. Okay, it's very confusing. Like, where are all the I kept wondering, like, where are the humans? Are we gonna find out what happened to the humans? Like all these structures. Then I realized, okay, well, the animals wouldn't know, so it's like a window into their world. Except nothing about. Okay, that's where the reality ceases, and we get, like Paul's saying, all these fantastical elements. All these animals are teaming up together, and now they know how to steer a ship, and now they're going to a pillar for some reason. Oh yeah, this is the place we're gonna go. For some reason, we know, this is the goal. Now that's a very human thing. I think you see something you don't know what else to go. Well, this one thing in the distance, everyone can see, so we're probably gonna meet someone else there. But animals aren't gonna do that. They're gonna be like foraging. They're gonna be doing everything they could do to eat. Which the cat eventually does, but that took forever. I don't know how these animals aren't starving by the time they get to that
eating
point.
each other by that point.
Then there's all these animals that are in the same place from vastly different parts of the world.
Who builds a
there's all
giant
these, I
statue
didn't
of
know
a
where these pillars that are so high up on a mountain where this flood doesn't reach. It's like, where in the world is this? There's just so much that if you're going to ground the movies so much that, okay, the animals don't talk, there is no dialogue, and we're seeing a window of what it would be like through the animal's eyes. Great. Just keep it grounded then. Don't have all this fantasy that surrounding it. If you're going to do that, then give them internal dialogue or some way to communicate so that we as an audience can know, why is the Secretary Board floating to the air all of a sudden? I mean,
Well,
if it's some
he's
sort of
going up
mythical
to
paradigm.
heaven.
I'm not done yet, PaulJPowers.com. If it's some sort of mythical paradigm of like, okay, we're retelling the Noah story, and these are the Secretary of Birds are guardian angels, then okay, make it more clear that that's what's going on, because that was not clear at all. It was so confusing to me.
Man, I thought I hated subtlety.
Well, you're a salmon, of course you understand the other animals.
Acting like a bunch of animals.
Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying anyone else has to agree with me. This is why it's my
No.
dislike. No one else has to agree with me, but that's my dislike.
But this,
one thing is
Yeah.
that I think
Mhm.
the reason that the cat sleeps on that bed is where it used to sleep with its human. And when
Yeah, I
you
agree with that.
say that the animals know too much, isn't there this thing where a cat thinks of a dream?
Yeah, why is the cat dreaming about the deer? What's the point of these deer? How are they not dead? That's a whole other thing. All those deer would be dead. I'm sorry.
The deer, yes, it's a dream.
No, they're back at the end. They're
Yeah.
at the very end when the wires
They're
recede. The
on
deer
the
are there
other
again.
On the other
Yeah.
side, there's land.
Yes, but
Then tell me that somewhere.
but the deer is to represent that something is wrong because animals can somehow tell time ahead of us, and you think that in that world that animals know too much, and if they know the weather, if crows leave our earth whenever an earthquake is gonna happen, how do you say they don't know too much when they just know how to push a lever on a damn sailboat?
Okay, so here's the thing. If they had replaced the secretary bird with a raven or a crow, I'd be like, oh, well, yeah, obviously, crows and ravens are ridiculously smart. They would know how to steer this boat. I would totally be able to suspend my disbelief with that. But no, you pick some bird that I don't know about. Why is it called secretary bird? It's not doing my paperwork.
Because they chose it to be either a part of either to be Christian or a part of Zeus and his gang, because those were the two speculations.
Oh, okay.
And
I will say when
Sagittarius birds are saying as the Greek gods, and
I thought they were guardian angels. Now I'm very confused.
yeah, they're both okay.
Okay, all right.
I will say, when I was doing my research on this, one of the things I came across was that they were originally going to use a seagull instead of a secretary bird.
That would have been so much worse.
But the seagull was too small to be able to pick up the cat.
Yeah.
So they went with a bigger bird.
So they
Or
should have
how
went
about
with
he just doesn't pick up the cat?
Or
What about that? Maybe not do that.
No,
A
Francis.
secretary bird is white, and if you had a crow or a raven, it will probably, if it was a Christian movie like
Well,
that,
you know what? Satan
was-
masquerades as an angel of light, so the secretary bird is Satan.
why
I think that's
wouldn't-
already
why
decided.
wouldn't the crows just go into
Francisco.
the water? The secretary birds were white and big, so they could represent angels and float into the air. Why
There's
do you have this big misrepresentation about how they know too much? Animals,
Okay,
yes, know.
are you?
I'm still talking. They know the flood is. They know the flood is coming, so they all run, and it slowly comes from this underwater chamber that who knows where, and then they want. And I think animals' instincts, a cat, is to, drown, get away from the water.
Their
And-
instinct is to not drown, so they
Yes.
get away from the water. Okay.
So I think they're just trying to follow their instincts and go somewhere where they see that the flood hasn't reached yet. Because haven't you thought of logic? Because if they see something tall where the water is slowly rising, they could probably go on top those stone pillars. Plus, at the very end, Mr. Speedy, they feel bad because
Who feels bad?
the animals oh my gosh, have you not watched the movie? Because the whale is slowly. I don't think you've watched the movie.
I did
think
watch the movie.
You said it on 4x speed.
I did not watch this on 4x speed or 2x speed. I watched it on 1x speed, much to
So-
my chagrin.
Noah and his family in the boat.
Speedy, You do not remember the literal cat
looking at the whale at the very
No,
end. when
yes,
all
I
the
remember that,
whales-
but what does that have to do with what you were saying?
I'm explaining.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
You know this is
Francisco,
supposed to be my dislike.
This
This
is-
is
this
my
is-
moment in the sun.
there's an
Speedy
always
Roy.
end up-
Hold
Speedy
on.
Roy.
I think Paul is
Speedy
trying
Roy.
to say something. What was that?
There's an
Paul?
easy fix to this. You swap out the secretary bird for an African swallow, because we all know that they can pick up and carry
Yes, they
things
can
like
migrate.
coconut. Yeah.
Migrate.
You're lucky this isn't our podcast, Paul, because I kick you out.
But that being said, Speedy Roy, what remind me again what your actual dislike was?
His actual dislike was the animals know too much.
That's
they,
mine.
they
That's
know
Paul.
too much.
That's
They do.
Paul.
There's too much fantasy in this film for them not to go the extra step of making why that fantasy is occurring.
It's
I
all
have no problem with some mystery and some like, hey, I mean, if the mystery is like this, the secretary bird's taken up to heaven or whatever at the end, and the cat's sort of floating and looking on and doesn't know why, that's fine. That is a fine mystery to have. Like, what happened to that? But everything else is just there's so much unanswered unrealism to it. Then if you're going to have that amount of unrealism, have the animals talking. And if you're not going to have them
Francisco,
talking, have a lot more realism.
Do you
So
think,
to condense what your dislike
No,
is.
you don't need to condense it. You need to expand it. I think we need
So
more
condense
it.
expanded.
You're
You're expanded
problem
enough.
is they got too much fantasy in your reality.
That sounds about right.
For a movie that is magical, they needed more magic so that I knew what was going on.
You
So you need more
don't
magic
need
or
to know
more
what's
realism.
going
It's
on.
too in the middle of the road for you.
You don't
Yeah.
need to know what's going on if you haven't watched the movie 11 times. And second,
Why do I need to watch it 11 times?
I hate to
You
tell you this, Big Sam, and half the
literally
time I only
watched
watch the movie
The
once.
Fog like 5 times just to understand that one book that he reads.
Anyway, we do need to move on.
Hey, you wait, we
To
forget-
you.
Yeah, thank you.
We need to move on to your dislike.
Thank you. I thought we were
I'm
moving on-
sorry
moving on
to have
our-
gone on for so long.
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
Jacob, what is your dislike for this film?
This movie has big fish problems, and I'm not talking about big salmon.
about the big whale?
the whale?
Yeah,
whiskers?
the Leviathan, I guess we would call him.
Yeah, I
guess.
thought it was a Leviathan too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was like, okay, be like you have this enormous valley where the cat is, and by the time be like, so you have this very short amount of time where the water does rise. I mean, the cat's on top of the sacred big cat, and then all of a sudden this Leviathan fish shows up. I'm like, where in the world is this thing coming from? And then it shows up again in the
Mediterranean.
whatever.
It's heading towards Nineveh.
Apparently towards Nineveh.
I thought it was like part whale, part Chinese dragon, kind of a mythological creature.
Yeah, kind of a amalgamation of this, but it was
Yeah.
just so.
I thought it
confusing.
came from Final Fantasy, to be honest.
That's your Kingdom Heart connection.
There you
There
go.
you go. It's the fish.
This is Monstro's wife.
Monstro's wife. Yeah, but the Leviathan itself, the big fish,
Mhm.
was just so baffling. It's like, how in the world could a enormous creature like that find wherever it was originally from onto this mainland where it, like, obviously how enormous this thing is? How in the world is it navigating these, to it, probably shallow waters?
Not to mention the fact that it seems to change size willy-nilly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I
it does
didn't
change
notice that
size
either.
every once in a while when you do see it.
Like it's fairly small when we see it beached in the tree at the end.
Is it?
But there's in a
Not-
couple of other spots where it seems to be fairly large.
Maybe it's different ones.
It could
It
be.
could be. It could be. But we're only giving the assumption that it's only one. There could be
Mhm.
multiple. But it's just
We never see more than one in frame at a time.
that is true. There is I do agree that there is a little bit like what's the word? I kind of do agree with both of your everybody's kind of dislikes on this film. I also just there's a lot really kind of squilly with this movie. But be like overall, I really enjoy it. I think this is the Leviathan showing up. And I was like, what in the
Mhm.
world?
I found
But
it
be like it added a chain of mystery in the movie.
I
But at the
agree.
same time, it's like, what is going on? Like a lot of this movie is like, what's going on?
Well, that's
like
like
Francisco
the
was
cat
going-
statues. It lets you
Yeah.
know that it's in a different world.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and if watching this movie like 11 times, it would actually reveal a lot more about what is happening. That'd be great. I get the sense though that that's not going to happen from multiple
I
movies.
think Francisco, they wanted you, specifically you, to come up with Francisco's fabulous fan fiction,
It's fabulous.
to
I just wanted
tighten
to-
it up and connect all the dots.
I just wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
I also think that the secretary birds
Mhm.
were leaving because of the flood,
Mhm.
not because of any Christian stuff. And after you said the big whale,
Mhm.
now I think that the water, like the whale, had a wish to have water.
Oh,
I
like
feel like
the
it-
whale wished all the water to exist so it could experience all the
cause-
creatures.
Yeah,
Or cause the
Uh,
water to exist so
no,
it could
just-
swim through the.
he probably
area?
wanted, like you said, the water was shallow, but maybe he wanted it to be more water. But then the animals really just wanted land, and then the whale died in the end. And something super quick to say to Francisco's argument. Haven't you heard of Tunic? Because there's no words, and all you do is play and figure out a story. But somehow you say this mythical game is so easy to understand when you only played it one time.
Okay, here's the thing. With Tunic, they give you enough visual and visual and storytelling clues that you can make a sense, or even if you're wrong, you have a sense of like, okay, I think that's Tunic's mom you're saving, or what have you.
Yeah.
There's visual storytelling tricks you can use to help inform the viewer of what's going on. And Flow did not have those. It just
If only there were giant cat statues at the beginning to let you know that this was a fictional story.
Oh, we
that-
went over this already.
Or-
if it's going
or
to be
just a
fictional
really
that way, make it
determined
more
artist.
clear another
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
Just go to the studio, guys, and maybe you're gonna see some walking black cats being handed scripts.
I know the problem is, Francisco, you're not letting it flow.
Oh, could you stop it with this joke? It's not funny anymore.
You're going too speedy.
Oh my god.
Hey, and just for anyone who is curious, according to San Diego Zoo, the most widely explanation that the secretary bird gets his name is because of its physical appearance, which historically reminded European settlers of the 18th and 19th century of office clerks or secretaries. So their
Oh.
physical appearance
Oh.
reminded them of that.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
So slavery?
No.
No, not quite.
No, settlers.
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 What are
Settling
settlers?
same foreign lands.
People
Yes.
that go and settle
People who work
other
in
lands.
offices.
You know, you can
Big
find
brother.
out all about imperialism in
World War II?
In a different
Not
podcast.
World War II. I think we're at Drew's dislike is where
Yes, we are at my dislike.
Yes. What is Drew dislike?
My dislike is basically this: there is no plot to this film. There is
I think you
storytelling.
spent like 10 minutes reading the plot earlier.
Yeah.
I did I read a series of events.
Cat
Yes.
survives flood. There's your plot.
For the cat, it was a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
But Lemony Snicket wasn't involved. But I really don't feel like the sequence of events told enough of a story to really feel cohesive. Like it was
Hallelujah,
one
amen.
story.
Is it
Amen to
a
that.
non-story?
It's not a non-story. I'm not going to go so far as to use Francisco's definitions of a non-movie.
Okay.
But I I feel like like there's obviously writing, but the writing is so light that a lot of the scenes, while they do, if you'll pardon the pun, flow into each other, I feel like there's just not enough thread to keep me like I watched this the first time and enjoyed it for the visual spectacle that it is.
Okay.
5-10 years later, I may be able to do that again, or maybe next year, who knows? But in terms of, is this something I'm going to sit down on my own without a podcast to watch it for, now that I have seen it, and watch it again just for the fun of it? I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to, because, and Paul, I hope you have this clip ready, it's slow and boring.
I don't have it. Oh, wait, here it is. Slow and boring.
That's and there's just not enough. Great, it was. I watched. I was kind of. I liked existing in the world for the time I was there, but in terms of it telling a story, I mean, there was a story, but it was just so bare bones that I felt like there was not enough to grab onto, and I feel like that's. Like the parts of Francisco's dislike that I agree with, I feel that's connected there, and the same with Paul's and Jacob's. It's just there's so much disconnection between like the individual liked stories that I just don't feel like it's a complete story.
So what you're saying is it's not a 10.
It's not a 10. It's a very beautiful film. But I do feel like there's like Francisco said, there's not a lot that's really explained very well, because there is no dialogue to help explain it, admittedly. But there are visual things that would help in that way that they don't necessarily do, because they go with the realism of the animals. I'm still sitting there and looking at the secretary bird going up to heaven, and I'm like, but why? He didn't seem hurt.
Oh, not that hurt.
Or not that hurt.
He
was hurt, yeah, but he didn't look like it had an injury that was life-threatening. So why did he go to heaven, and why did the cat not? Just because it wasn't his time?
Well, no, that I could explain, because he actually he was the guardian over the ragtag crew of animals. Like I don't know if it's he or she, but the secretary bird that was sort of their guardian was even like not wanting them to steer toward all those dogs, because somehow this gets back to the like, well, how is this bird going to know this? But if I'm allowing the story to tell something, the secretary bird knew that those dogs were just going to enact a bunch of greed and be bad for the crew. But it's like,
I could tell that just from the visual cues that it gave us, but at the same time, I still don't know.
I agree, Drew.
There's a lot of disconnect.
I don't know why the bird died, because
just a flesh wound.
I get it too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's one of those things where there's a fundamental thing here. I'm not 100% certain what it is, but it affects like a lot of bits and pieces. The movie is so beautiful. I enjoyed watching it. It was a great hour and a half sitting here watching, wondering what was going to happen next. But if I'm sitting here being very objective about what is good, right, and what is wrong about the movie, there is something fundamental in its story, in its writing, that does not, that feels like it disconnects everything. And I think it comes down to the fact that I don't know what the plot is, other than the animals are going down the river. Because there's a lot of things that just are not explained in a way that helps the story.
It's kind of like life sometimes.
And maybe that's all it comes down to. And I will admit, things that are just like representative of just how life goes sometimes without an actual story don't really usually flow with me that well, if you'll pardon that pun too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Makes sense.
So we do need to rate this film.
Yeah.
Big Salmon, I know you are new to our show. We rate our films on a 10-point scale.
You're gonna have to Edna mode, or what do you do? D-lit it?
I do that.
Edna mode.
Okay, we're not doing that right now. We're rating it now, so you need to be back on the show.
Oh, he walked away from the microphone.
There is
Can
no
you go to the
bathroom.
bathroom? Okay, go do it quick.
Oh, it's intermission time.
Big white bird in the sky. I can fly just as high.
I don't have the Reading Rainbow soundtrack. Sorry, but
Sad, Paul.
I'm very curious what you guys are going to rate this.
I am Magneto, master of magnet.
Okay. You just go through all your sound clips, Paul.
Trains.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
Goody. Oh my god.
I'll see that song and I'll raise you.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss while I want. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby,
We're just waiting for
them. And tell me I'm your own.
Check, please.
He ain't half bad. Ain't half good either.
Okay, the salmon has returned from the spawning grounds.
Yay! All right, Big Salmon, what is your rating for this film? I know you're new to the show, so our rating scale, it goes from 0 to 10, rounded to the nearest 0.5.
And is 10 the best or 10 the
10
worst?
10 is the best, 0 is
10
the
out of
worst.
10.
Whoa!
10 out of, whoa,
10
What'd
out
he
of
say?
10?
10
Is
out
that
of
what
10.
he said?
10 out of 10.
10.
All right, 10 out of 10.
And don't
Except
get any.
for speedy arguments you've
What? Those were the best. Those were the 10 out of 10s.
Boy.
Never
Paul J. Powers, what is
Oh my
your rating
gosh.
for this film?
I rated a 5, right down the middle because this was my first time watching it. I don't think I'm better off for watching it, but I'm also not disappointed that I watched it either. So it's just like kind of right in the middle.
Okay. Francisco.
This was tough because it's certainly so much prettier and better looking than Fire and Ice.
Oh, too bad.
I would say it's
3.5.
no, it's as
5.3.
convoluted. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it
Okay.
a 4.
Okay, 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that there's still a
Wrong with
chance.
you.
Nothing's
It's
wrong with me. That's my
3.5
rating.
plus 0.5.
Yeah.
Jacob, what are you rating this film?
I'm just like artistic merit alone in this movie. Be like it's a very good but yet very confusing story. You know, like I do enjoy a lot of what goes on in this movie, but it is royally baffling. But I do enjoy. I'm always drawn back to the art of how
Mhm.
they're able to do everything simply in Blender, and it'd be like the artistic style just draws me in. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I thought it was a really good film. Drew.
You guys know if you want artistic beauty, you can just go to a museum and look at paintings, right? You could just do
Oh.
that.
That's horrible.
We're called the Cell Cast. We're not
Slow
called
and
the
boring.
Oh my
Yeah. Thank you, Big Salmon.
Thank
The problem with paintings, as much as I enjoy them, Francisco, is that they're not sequential art.
Yeah.
And we are
Well,
reviewers.
you're
of
going to the wrong museums
sequential
then.
art.
Go to the Museum of Sequential Arts. Sequential
That's
Arts,
called
yeah.
the movie
Slow and
theater.
boring.
Yes.
That'll be the day.
Wow.
No, I am going to be rating this film a 7, which for me, I really consider 7 to be kind of middle of the road because that's like just passing.
You know what's actually middle of the road?
3.5.
Five.
I know. Yeah, I know, but I forgive me. I'm a product of the American education system.
Oh, I don't know if there's forgiveness for that.
And so 70% is considered average.
It's a low C. Yeah.
It's a very low C.
But remember,
I would
this was
say-
made
and I
in
would say
Europe,
this-
so you got to go with the metric system. So maybe 5.
I'm going with 7. my
You mean
friend.
you mean
It's American.
5.7? Okay, that's okay.
No, I mean 7.0.
Or 5? Maybe 5?
No.
You want me to go up to 7.5, Francisco?
You want to
do
go
that?
down to
I'm not-
0.75? Okay,
not-
that's fine too.
I'm not. I'm going to stick at 7.0.
Okay.
For
that's
rating
middle of the
this one.
road
It's
for
a-
you.
It's a good. If I were on the Retro Rewind podcast,
Yes.
I would say this is a nostalgic film.
right down the middle.
It should be you should go and watch it and enjoy it at least once. Whether or not you want to come back is your own business.
That sounds like a classic to me.
Agreed, Paul. Agreed.
and yes, Francisco, you can watch it on 4x speed.
It will make even less sense then.
Goody.
Goody two shoes.
Next week, or not next week,
Yeah,
in 2 weeks, because we are taking the weekend of Memorial Day off. We will be looking at the film If, which stands for Imaginary Friend. This is a patron pick from Artsy Steph. So I believe she is joining us on that review.
fun.
So come back for that here in about 2 weeks.
As if.
Exactly.
Is that with John Krasinski in it, or he
Yeah,
directed
John
it?
Krasinski and Ryan Reynolds.
They're both in it?
They're both in it.
Okay.
So we're going to hit the intermission and play some bumpers and then talk about some Batman.
Batman or Batman.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
This week, we suggest checking out the Retro Rewind podcast.
Woohoo!
I wonder why. Every other week, join the Retro Rewind pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games and establishing what is still worth your time today and what isn't. Expect fun banter and trivial insights from Francisco Paul and a rotating cadre of guest hosts who are all out of time. The Cellcast would also like to thank the following patrons: The Monster Island Film Vault, Edwin Gonzalez, The Book of Gaming, Artsy Steph, and PaulJPowers.com. Hey, you're right there.
PaulJPowers.com.
If you would like to have your name shouted out on the show, plus episodes of our Patreon exclusive show, We're Just Super Saiyan, yes, that is coming back.
We'll get around to it.
You can donate to our Patreon at the $1 level. At the $5 level, you can get that plus uncut episodes and ad-free episodes of the Cellcast. And you can get special art from Jacob. And then at the $10 level, you can force us to review a film of your choice within reason in 2027, because 2026 is full. And you can also be on that episode, guest host on that episode if you wish. Please also go check out our Redbubble store for stickers, t-shirts, and other various things. And if you want to support us without spending any money, please rate and review and subscribe to us wherever you found us and share us with your friends.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am
Batman, Batman, Batman. There is a song the good folks sing.
Batman the Animated Series, You Scratch My Back. First aired November 15th, 1997. It was production episode 92, broadcast episode 92. It was directed by Butch Lekic and written by Hilary J. Bader. The synopsis for this episode: Catwoman entices the estranged Nightwing to cooperate with her against a gangster over Batman's wishes. Didn't she do the same thing in Batgirl Returns?
She did.
Just with Batgirl instead of Nightwing?
It's Catwoman. That's all she does.
Yeah.
Anymore.
True.
New cast for this episode. We got Sal Lopez as Enrique El Gancho. Joe Lala as Gunrunner number 1, Steve McGowan as Gunrunner number 2, and Michael David Donovan as Gunrunner number 3. Trivia for this episode. When Catwoman's motorboat crashes at the end of the episode, the resulting explosion is actually reused footage from the scene in Superman the Animated Series episode World's Finest Part 3, which we've technically also reviewed as part of the Batman Superman animated film.
We did.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
This is in which 2 Wayne Lex T7 droids blow up after Batman electrocutes them. The episode is also notable for showing blood twice. The first time is when Enrique El Gancho cuts Batman's arm, and later when the criminal has blood running from his nose. Though he had appeared as Dick Grayson in Sins of the Father, which y'all were on also.
You bet.
Is the DCAU debut of Nightwing. Lastly, the shipping schedule contains the name of several famous ships. The Andrea Doria was named after an Italian admiral. Several ships were named after him. Most famously, an ocean liner that capsized in 1956. The SS Minnow is a charter boat that ran aground in the television series Gilligan's Island after a 3-hour tour. And of course, the HMS Bounty is famous for its 1789 mutiny. And the Poseidon is a cruise liner from the disaster book and film, The Poseidon Adventure. So, what are our thoughts on this? Big Salmon, why don't you start?
My thoughts on You Scratch My Back is I think it's kind of like bad.
Bad? Okay.
No.
Oh.
Kind of bad of Nightwing to just start actually going with Catwoman's plans and like Catwoman's acting all nice and stuff, but then when she takes her emerald back, he realizes that she's a bad guy. And a funny thing in it is when later in it, when Batman and his buddy, I forget what their name is.
Batgirl?
Robin.
Yeah, Batgirl.
Yeah.
And when she comes and Nightwing is like, why are you here? I'm just for it's just me here. And then whenever I think Catwoman is running, I don't know. Actually, no, it's one of the thief guys that's running. Batman says he's all yours.
Oh, in the beginning,
yeah,
like
and
okay.
then later in the package area where they learn the locations, Nightwing says to Batman, "She's all yours."
Oh, that sort of bookend. Yeah.
It's kind of funny, and I think it's an okay episode.
Was this the one with the blurriness also?
Yes, it's so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just in the first.
I thought maybe my TV was going out. Then a split second scene later, it was fine, and then another scene later, it was blurry again. I was like, "That's crazy! Stop doing that." It's like the soft glow on the after the explosion.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure. Do you know, Big Salmon, why they would have that? The glow, or why do you think they? Oh, why?
They had the blurriness to make the effect of Nightwing's suit look like it's glowing.
Oh, you think that's why? Maybe.
Maybe.
That might be a possibility.
I'm a little bit hesitant to say that because a lot of since the artwork change with this season, it does seem to be cheaper made, and that I'm almost worried that that's actually a production error.
That's what I was thinking. Like someone forgot to focus the camera.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen worse in the show during the first couple seasons too. So
yeah.
I mean, I caught a frame that should have been cut out. Like,
Oh,
during
yeah.
Tuesday's episode.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
But anyway, Paul, what is your thoughts on this episode?
And just for maybe new listeners, because I totally forgot. I have a like and dislike. Do I cover them both or just
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just your general thoughts.
my general thoughts? I actually like this episode. I think it's one of their better ones. The best thing about this one to me is I like the end. The double play turns into a triple play. Which I thought was a cool reveal at the end. Like Nightwing was working with Batman the whole time against Catwoman. I thought
Yeah.
that
The
was
whole time, though.
Clever.
I think it's closer to just the end, but yeah.
or but I like how they wound up back on the same team.
Mhm.
The hardest part for me, honestly, is coming into watching this and seeing Catwoman kind of quote unquote hooking up with Nightwing is like, okay, what universe is this in? Because like in some
The
universes
DC animated
Batman
universe.
and Catwoman are together, and then I'm thinking, wait, is Catwoman Damien's mom? No, that's Ra's al Ghul's daughter. I was
No.
trying to figure out like, okay, this is okay. So apparently Nightwing had a thing with Batgirl in this universe. So I guess the Teen Titans with Stargirl didn't really happen. So the hardest part for me is bringing my history of DCU into this and trying to figure out which universe this is.
Fair.
Oh, interesting.
By all technical accounts, the Teen Titans cartoon, while uses, I think, a lot of the same voice cast when they do use DCAU characters, I think it's technically in a separate universe.
I think so, yeah. Except that multiverse movie. Have you seen that one? That one's amazing.
If it's the Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go, I have not seen that yet, but it
Yeah.
is on our
It's
list.
on the list.
Good. That's a fun one.
But yeah.
So yeah,
Much
my
better
thought
than
on
Mask
it.
of the Phantasm.
Francisco, why don't you go ahead and give us your opinions on this episode?
Yeah.
I thought the glow, like we just talked about, was distracting.
Yeah.
I thought it was like you said, Paul. I thought the triple cross was fine. I always get annoyed with heroes that. Well, first off, like I think Big Sam, was this? Have I shown you any Batman before, or is this your first time watching Batman? Do you remember?
He-Man.
Oh yeah, okay. I showed you some He-Man, but Batman was this your first
It-
time?
PaulJPowers.com is a link.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think this is the first or second time. And what's disappointing is, well, okay, it's a Batman the Animated Series. Where's Batman? Why is Batman sort of sidelined? Now I understand this is season 4, and it's like, okay, you want
especially since this is like credited as the new Batman adventures
I
in
literally
this
just gave you
season.
my
They're trying to get
answer.
more focused to
You know
other
that, right?
characters.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really should have been called the new Bat Family Adventures.
With
Yeah.
Paul
In
J.
fact, some
Powers-
places it was called I think the Knights of Gotham or something like that.
That's also a good name.
Yeah. Anyway,
What-
Francisco, as far as the glow, you just gotta let it glow.
Ready,
Oh my
roll.
gosh. What were you trying to say, Big Sam?
I literally just gave you my answer.
Was PaulJPowers.com?
I said He-Man and PaulJsPower.com is a link. Do you understand?
There you go. That's your answer.
That I showed you Legend of Zelda. Link.
He-Man. I won't make this too long. The He-Man game you played, you got to choose different characters, except for the 2-player one that was super confusing.
Yeah.
You got to choose different characters.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
that wouldn't be Batman.
So you got different characters. You got to choose different characters.
And I wasn't just He-Man, you're saying.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm gonna make this episode and this episode and this.
Okay, you're
And
you're actually
now-
very much talking to what I was saying. Yes, go ahead.
Now with PaulJPowers.com is the link, is that if you go to PaulJPowers.com, art.
Art?
Art?
Okay. Anyway,
I'm gonna go with this is the first you've seen. of
yeah,
this
just to
show.
wrap up my thoughts. I want more Batman, less Nightwing being sort of manipulated by Catwoman. So
That's what Catwoman does.
okay, I don't like it. I want heroes to be like, okay, well, I'm above you. I'm not gonna be manipulated by your wiles.
Well, that's not as interesting as when they are.
Well, it's less
it shows their
interesting to me.
humanity.
What?
Anyway, Jacob, what are your thoughts on this episode?
I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoy that they put a spotlight on Dick Grayson, aka Bat, or not
Nightwing.
He's not Batman. He's not Batman in this series.
Batwing.
Yet.
Not yet.
He's not Batwing either.
He's Nightwing.
He's Nightwing.
Night Bat.
Batmite?
No,
Man Bat.
Batmite was in a previous
The
episode.
previous episode, though.
Oh, I missed
But-
it. Darn
Yeah,
it.
you did. Miss
Well,
it.
he was a robot, but still.
Yeah, but overall, I've really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the fact that Nightwing being a new hero on his own, a new city,
Yeah.
and he's persuaded, he's seduced by Catwoman into doing something, and I
Ooh.
really enjoyed it does show his flaw. It does show that he is human.
Yeah.
Even shows that Batman's human throughout the entire course of Batman the Animated Series, where he is persuaded by Catwoman, by her.
So you're saying
her
no
cute cat ways.
humans can withstand feminine wiles. That no human,
I'm not
no human
saying
man
that.
can
Just a
withstand.
cat-
Huh?
I
That's
thought
what
you
you're
were
saying?
saying
I'm
that.
not
Poison
saying that
ivy.
is what you're saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Catwoman does not have Poison Ivy's pheromones.
No.
I'm just saying.
No,
This is not Catwoman played by Uma Thurman.
we all give in to sinful desires, or temptation. We're all giving in to temptation every once in a while. Are we not?
Amen.
Right. Thank you.
Okay,
So
but
it
these are
just
heroes we're supposed to be
shows-
aspiring to.
Exactly. This is a lesson we can learn from this.
Exactly.
suppose. Sorry,
Exactly. But I do love that they do turn it about at the very end that Nightwing knew all along. I do love that he does play into it, because it does
I
very
don't know
much
if
what a
he-
Dick Grayson would do.
I don't
But
know if he
feel
knew
like-
all along.
Well, that's up for debate, kind of like the movie Flow.
But overall, I really enjoyed the episode. I really enjoyed the toy between the almost not even the alliance of Batman be like Dick Grayson's my guy, but I know he's trying to be his own,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
like, we-
enjoyed the dynamics. Of
yeah,
the-
that's what we're for, dynamics, everything. Be like everybody does have kind of a say in what's going on, and it's not simply Batman's running the show.
Yeah.
Be like
I agree.
it's not this episode necessarily isn't a Batman episode. Batman's just more in the background,
Yeah.
and he's he knows what Catwoman's going to do. He helps everybody set up the situation to where it can be the goal can be achieved.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Francisco. I agree with Jacob. I think the episode is better for it.
Yes. Thank you, Paul.
Yep.
So
Speedy Roy.
If this were just a standalone story, I think for the most part it would be fine. The problem is not, what was it, 6 episodes ago? Catwoman did the same thing, but with Batgirl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, granted, in terms of production, 3 years have passed in the real world, plus an entire season of Superman the Animated Series sits between the end of that show and the beginning of this one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're, in a way, it has been a little bit. But the fact that Catwoman does the same plan twice, only going with Nightwing instead of Batgirl, I kind of want better from her.
Yeah. Or you
Is it
want better
Philip? from
from the writers instead of copying each other's works.
Right. Well, I mean, this is slightly different. The fact that it focuses more on Nightwing's teenage angst, if we're being perfectly fine, accurate about it, and him kind of having a little bit of a spat with Batgirl at one point, and then at the end, because Nightwing probably does actually remember when Catwoman did this with Batgirl. He figured it out ahead of time that she was copying the same thing. At least that's how I interpreted it.
Interesting.
I feel like this as an introductory episode for Nightwing, not Dick Grayson, but for the superhero known as Nightwing.
Yeah, I think it's good that way.
With his mullet.
Yeah, his 90s mullet. Yeah.
I feel this is actually a bit disrespectful to him to have
interesting.
it be a copy and paste from another episode from a different character, and to not give him if you're going to have a Nightwing centric story, to introduce this superhero to us, even though we already know Dick Grayson, but for if you're gonna, I kind of wish it was just a more original story with him. You can still have him going against Catwoman, that's fine, but not having him, not her trying to trick him into being her stooge as a. That's what I don't really like about this episode.
Okay,
that's interesting. That's fair.
You ready to jump into the next one?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a little scared too.
A little scared too.
What were you gonna say, Jacob?
I was gonna say, but like the fact to be like this is kind of Catwoman's MO. She does try to persuade people to do things for her, to align with her.
I know, but this is the same thing.
I know,
exact same thing. She did so much better in the past in the show.
Well, old habits die hard.
Exactly.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Mother smucker.
Which I do wish if Bruce Willis had been able to make another one, that would have been the name of the last Die Hard film.
No.
But unfortunately, that's not the case.
Technically, it would have been Die Hard Year One.
Yes, but Old Habits Die Hard would be a great name for Die Hard.
to end the series.
A great one to end it on.
But the fifth one was so bad.
I haven't seen anything past the second one. So anyway, Never Fear first aired November 1st, 1997. It was production episode 91, broadcast episode 93. It was directed by Kenji Hachizaki and written by Stan Berkowitz. In this episode, the Scarecrow threatens to unleash a powerful new toxin on Gotham City that removes all fear, leaving its victims unafraid of the deadly dangers. The complications arise when Batman is exposed to the gas. New cast for this episode, we've got Pamela Segal as the mother and Sarah, Ken Berry as Seymour Gray, Charlie Rocca as Guru, and Jeffrey Combs as the Scarecrow.
Nice.
This episode does mark the first appearance of the Scarecrow in the new Batman Adventures. He is given a new, more horrifying appearance and is now voiced by Jeffrey Combs, replacing Henry Pollard II from the previous show, from the previous seasons. The auditorium where Scarecrow's Never Fear seminars takes place looks like the Pan Pacific Auditorium on Beverly Boulevard in Hollywood, California. It's a classic example of Art Deco, which was the inspiration for the dark deco look of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
The auditorium is best known for its appearance in the movie Xanadu, which I've never seen.
I've only seen the animated part by Don Bluth. Thank you.
Big Salmon, what is your thoughts on this episode?
This is pretty short, but I just wanted to say that since Batman was so willing to just kill people, even though he was a superhero, that just made me realize how much you need fear, because it's not just for to keep yourself conscious so you don't fall off of buildings. It's also for all this other stuff, you make sure you don't kill anybody, because if you don't have any fear to kill anybody, then what are you doing with your life? Get a job.
I mean, I don't think being afraid of consequences is the only reason not to kill someone, but yeah, I think that's a good
lesson.
limiter.
Get a job.
Get a job.
Yeah, get a job. Stop murdering people.
You need to get a job.
Yeah.
Being a billionaire is not a job.
That is true.
It's the best job. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Anything else, Big Salmon?
Something. Another thing is that why does the antidote look like a freaking inhaler?
Because it's gas.
It's because it's gas, and that would be the easiest way to get it to be breathed in by somebody.
Yeah.
Very true.
I suppose.
And
As someone who uses an inhaler, I agree.
Well, PaulJPowers.com. Oh. Why don't you? I was trying to make an inhaler joke and I got nothing. What's your thoughts on this episode?
I thought it was fine. I'm gonna just insert this. Why the viewing order of this? Why did you choose this viewing order since this episode came out?
So, the viewing order I've gone with since we started Batman the Animated Series back in 2024.
Yes.
Has been production order, not broadcast order.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Because in most cases, the order really does not matter as long as
that's fair because they're standalone episodes. Most of
for
them,
the most part. That's why. So the I was actually under the impression until last week that this season 4 was actually in the same order, both production and broadcast wise. But Never Fear and Double Talk proved me wrong.
Yeah. Okay, because when I was going through my order, that where I have it, it was like, oh, wait, this one comes, but we're right in the middle of the Geek Devotion episodes. Anyway, so
I get it. This one threw me off too. At least this is a lot closer than the some of the other ones we went through.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed Scratch My Back, Scratch Your Back, whatever it's called. I enjoyed it better. One thing that redesign of the Scarecrow is too good. It's too scary for me. I don't like it.
Of all the artwork changes they made for this season,
yeah,
that design is the best.
Oh my god,
or the worst. It makes me not want to like look at it because it is it's one of the definitely the most if not the scariest of iteration of the Scarecrow.
What's funny is this is actually the third redesign for this show of the Scarecrow.
Well, they did too good of a job for me to but yeah, I like Big Sam and I enjoyed the moral of it.
Okay. Francisco,
Drew,
what are your thoughts on this episode?
what are your thoughts on this episode?
I'm last.
I'm before you. Oh,
Yes.
you want my thoughts?
What's your
gotcha.
thought?
Yes. What is
That's
your
why I
thoughts,
asked.
Roy?
That's why I asked.
Name it, Roy.
Okay,
Happy-
stretch
Happy
it
Bear,
out.
Roy.
Make it longer. It's
Oh my gosh.
okay.
Okay, so
Stretch it out.
My-
Stretch it out.
you want Drew to go first?
No. I go last. I always put myself last.
Oh, you go.
How can you resist the salmon?
Because I am my father's son.
Nothing.
Francisco, please. What is
Okay,
your thoughts on this
go
episode?
I like the Scarecrow, but again, I don't like it when my heroes are turned into villains. Just let my heroes be heroes, okay?
Oh, it's interesting.
Same issue with the last episode.
Hang on.
Yeah. Now we're having fun.
I am the Knight. I am Batman.
Ironically,
That's
also from the
fair.
Scarecrow episode.
True.
So the combination is
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I just don't like it when the hero becomes a bad guy. So that's my thoughts.
All right.
That's fair.
Jacob.
Lighten up, jerk.
I again, like everybody said, I love the redesign of Scarecrow. I love that this is a third iteration. I do enjoy that it is a twist on the fear cast where it's everybody has no fear.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Yes.
I absolutely do love. I love that it does affect Batman. Batman does say, "Be like, this does not affect me whatsoever." And it obviously is affecting him. It takes what is the Robin's name? This one,
Nightwing. Oh no,
No.
this is
Tim.
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Yeah, Tim Drake. Tim Drake / Jason Todd.
Tim Todd.
Tim
Yeah.
Todd. But overall, I really enjoy the fact that he Tim is able to take control of the situation and somewhat from Batman to try to take on the Scarecrow and his men whatsoever. And Batman does come in being fully controlled by the fear toxin, by the anti-fear toxin, And it just takes that little stroke of genius where Tim realizes, be like, if I don't stop him right now, he's going to kill somebody. And he finds the solution in the air spray, or the
antidote. Yeah,
antidote. He finds the antidote and hits him with it and brings him back to his senses.
Yeah.
I do love these little episodes where it does take other characters and give them a little more spotlight, and it does show the flaws in a character. A character can be a villain,
right,
for a moment, and they come back to their senses. They realize the error of their ways.
They can learn from their own lessons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My thoughts on this episode. When this episode would have originally come out in 1997, I don't think I was watching superhero TV shows at the time for whatever reason. Just because I actually don't think I was home a lot of times on Saturday morning, which I think is when this would have originally aired, would have been on Saturday morning Kids WB. But there was a show that I watched religiously that it was also in its last season at this time, called Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Oh, with Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs, yes. He played a character on that show called Wayoon and Liquidator Brunt. And seeing those characters, to me, he played the perfect slimy villain in that.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no idea he was in this episode until yesterday afternoon.
I didn't know till you just read it just now. That's cool.
I was sitting here, just finished You Scratched My Back, watching the next episode, and Scarecrow says his first line in this. And it's not even a long line. It's not even a full sentence. It's more like a acknowledgement or a yes or something to that effect. And I immediately went, holy crap, that's Jeffrey Combs. I was like, I recognized it right then and there. It's like,
I don't know if that's a good thing or that's a bad thing. He's such a bad actor that he plays the same, has the same voice.
No, I think I actually, it was one of those things where it's like, I got excited.
Yeah.
The minute I realized that's Jeffrey Combs, he's playing the Scarecrow.
The bad guy, which he does well.
He always he plays good villains, whether they're comedic or whether they're creepy. And this is definitely the creepy variety.
Yeah, but even more so, yeah.
That coupled with the redesign, I was like, oh man, I am here for this. And it does have it, and like I was saying, it does have an interesting idea. It's an interesting turn on the character of the Scarecrow, because in all of his other ones, he inflicts fear. But I cannot think of the character's actual name.
The Scarecrow's alter ego.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. But
it's Crane.
Crane, Dr. Crane's research was into fear in general. So what happens when you take fear away is also a part of that. And I thought that was an interesting take on that. It was like, oh man, I enjoyed this episode a lot, if you can't tell. I'm not going to say it was the greatest episode, but it's like, oh, this is hitting on all cylinders. This was a fun episode to watch, and it was an interesting episode to watch.
Interesting.
So yeah, I do like this episode.
Nice.
Next week on the animated series segment, actually in 2 weeks, we'll be looking at the episodes Joker's Millions and Growing Pains.
Joker's Millions. That sounds so familiar. Was that the name of an original?
There's one close called Joker's Wild.
Yeah.
Where someone themes a casino after the Joker.
Yeah.
So that the Joker will burn it down and they can get the insurance money.
And I've seen Growing Pains. That's with...
that's a good show.
Yeah. The Seavers.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Why don't y'all tell us about Retro Rewind Podcast, whomever wants to?
So Retro Master interrupting.
You're welcome.
Oh, a fellow chucker, eh? Major League Butt Kicking is back in town. Oh, yeah.
Bossa Nova. Chevy Nova? Excellent. Okay. The Retro Rewind podcast is a podcast where me and Paul and people like Drew and Jacob or other friends of ours are on, and we review movies and games that are 15 years or older. And we have we talk about the things we liked, things we didn't like, much like we did here on this episode, and also give it each movie or game a rating of classic. We think anyone should go watch it, whether you've seen it before or not. Nostalgic, it's worth seeing once, but you just go in knowing you could love it or loathe it. Or tragic, it's not worth anyone's time to watch again. So we have fun doing that, and you can check all those episodes. We have about 300 plus at firejoystudios.com, or if it's easier to remember, retrorewindpodcast.com will get you to the same place. So thank you so much, Drew and Jacob, for having us on. And Big Salmon had to step away, but I'm sure he would thank you as well.
No worries. No worries. So yeah, join us in 2 weeks for If and those 2 episodes of Batman the Animated Series. And in the meantime, this has been Drew.
This is Jacob.
This is PaulJPowers.com.
This is Francisco Ruiz. And Big Salmon.
if that's how you want to play that, Roy. And we'll catch you in the next frame.
Which also doesn't have a Roy.
To follow Jacob and Drew's individual internet exploits, check out the Linktree links in the show notes. You can email us at thecellcastpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter or X at @cast_cell. Follow our Facebook page, The Cellcast Podcast, and join our Facebook group, The Cell Nation, our YouTube channel, Cellcast, and our Rumble channel, The Cellcast Gaming. You can join us every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central for our live recordings of our episodes on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. You can also join Drew on those same streaming channels on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central for gaming streams. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else fine podcasts can be downloaded from. Please rate and review us where you found us. Our theme song is Drop and Roll by Silent Partner. Our bad movie theme is It's Party Time by Gregory Snegoff, with additional audio from the film Titanic: The Legend Goes On. And remember, that's Cell with a single L.
Let it flow, let it flow. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it flow, let it flow. Insert flushing
There is
sound
no
effect here.
bathroom.
That's even better.
Oh my word.
I left the building.
And that's the end of the episode.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you so much
y'all.
for having us on, guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
thank
you
you
for
so
being on.
much.
Very much appreciated.
I look forward to when the stars
What
can
the
align.
heck is that?
Someone's
That we have an
car.
air show going on by us.
Oh. I hope one day the stars align again and we both get to be on each other's shows again.
Yeah.
Now that you're recording on Friday nights now.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Let me see who is online.
Yeah, I unfortunately have to go right away, guys. But
All
thank
right.
you again so much.
Go right ahead. We'll
And-
catch you later, man. I'm just
Okay,
gonna
have a good
bring
one. Thank
somebody and
you.
then sign off.
Okay, and I'll send these recordings to you probably tomorrow.
No worries.
Tomorrow, I want to go home now.
Oh my gosh! Bye, guys.
Have a good
Bye.
evening.
Have a
Thanks.
good weekend.
Thank you too.
And we'll go raid Bookie Gaming.
That'll work.
That'll do, pig. That'll
That'll
do.
do.
It'll do, Turtle.
Book a game.
Turtle. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Thanks so much for having us on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great having you on.
All right.